My head just burning.
Galvestonpodcast.
Cut my camera.
GROWNMAN Mondays.
First thing
BLACVATO.
you do before you tune in, just get in your rhythm. Everybody that's watching, get in your rhythm. Because ain't no telling what's about to happen. You got 3 people on here. They on guard status. They doing stuff because they know what they know. And they ain't waiting on no approval for somebody to agree or bobblehead with what they believe or what they don't believe. They stand on 10. It's us 3, y'all. We back again with the consistency word. You hear what I'm talking about? You got the disciple. You got Mr. Come See By Me. And most importantly, you got BLACVATO. He gonna say the rest in Espanol.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Fritos. What you talking about?
Yo, let me go and fix
Introduce
this camera.
yourself, disciple. Give him your warm introduction.
What is happening, good people? I guess I didn't do too bad. They invited me back, so we back on, baby. What up?
Shit, as long as you free on Mondays, man, you in there, bro.
Listen, as long as y'all keep sending me that link, I'm in there like swimwear.
Now, while we over here fellowshipping and giving each other flowers while we here right then and there, so we can see each other, give each other flowers. I want the audience to do something. I want you to take time out right now and thank yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you're watching and you're gonna watch later on at 3 o'clock, I want you to just do one thing, but not for me. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for the disciple. Don't do it for Vato. Do it for yourself. Give a shout out to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, pat yourself on the back. Because I don't care what you're going through and what you're getting ready to go through, because this talk ain't for you today. It might be for you tomorrow. But whatever, just know that you built for it and it picked you. Oh, man, y'all don't know when to shout. That's what they say, huh? They don't know when to shout, huh? They don't know when to shout. You don't know when to shout, huh? Y'all don't know when to feel good. Y'all don't know how we're going to come. You don't know if we're going to laugh first. You don't know if we're going to come out and hit you with the... Yeah, but it's in us, though. And it's in me, because I told Vato before I even started, I was on fire. So this is what y'all supposed to get the whole time. I told you I wasn't playing, Vato. And Vato, see, it say you got to have a witness. See, it say when you do something wrong, you got to tell somebody, say, man, I slipped up. See, if you don't tell nobody, then that ain't part of your humble. You ain't willing to be humiliated. See, raise your hand if you want to be humiliated. See, I want to be humiliated. I ain't talking about dumb humiliation. Oh, come on now. I ain't talking about dumb humiliation to where I'm gonna cause myself humiliation. I'm talking about from my journeys and everything that I experienced. I'm talking about that. See, y'all don't know when I told you to pat yourself on the back. I'm talking to the audience. Don't worry about the kings that's looking at y'all. Let me do my thing. Look at yourself and tell you are doing your thing. Take this mic from me.
Speak life into him, brother. You dig it.
What's going on, huh? What's going down, man? Each and every Monday right here, Grown Man Mondays. Like he said, you feel me? It's Esco, it's Come See By Me, it's Vato. 3 kings right here on this Grown Man Mondays with this grown folk talk. My week, it was kind of quiet. I don't know. I didn't pick up any, atmosphere for me like to get on here and vent. Like sometimes you can't just over vent about the same shit that you already vented about. You gotta just let it fly and let somebody catch it, and then you go catch a new vibe to bring out. But I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. How about y'all, man? How y'all week went?
Man, I tell you, man, I had a crazy week, man. Had some life changes, things going on, but you know what? At the end of the day, I got another 24, another opportunity to address certain things, another opportunity to improve upon my life. I still got my health, I still got my kids, so I'm good, man. I mean, at the end of the day, life goes on. That's all I would say. you can get it. You could complain about your circumstances, and Lord knows I have, but at the end of the day, complaining about circumstances is not going to change your circumstances. The only thing that can change your circumstances is actually put in action, behind your thoughts and get into it, hit the ground running. So, my word for the day, or my word right now is, it don't matter how you feel, you still got to keep going at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, you could cry until you blue in the face, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta keep it pushing. So that's what we on right now, man.
Hey, how your week went? Come see about me.
I tell you what, I'm gonna give it to y'all just like this too. First of all, this month will make 1 year that my firstborn lost his life on the 29th. On the 10th of April was the last text message I got from him saying, "Hey, Dad, phone was broke and I love you too." So I cherished that moment on the 10th. The day after that, my dad's ashes finally made it back down this way because it was in Oklahoma City, and now I have them in my possession. The same day that my dad's ashes came, my uncle called me and told me that he was proud of me, which was my daddy's brother. I called my brother, and he was emotional just as well as I was. Then on top of that, if you want to add work on top of that, well, yeah, they had their little, where they had a little walkthrough where people come inspect and see if they're doing the guidelines. Well, we got a 91. And one of the reasons why we got 91, because they were saying, whatever we asked you to do, Reggie, you did it right when we said it. You didn't procrastinate or you didn't give an excuse. You just did it. No hesitation. That's what I teach my kids. But to ask how my week was going and to continue about that, all that going on, and I'm still on here smiling, dancing, and telling y'all to look at yourself and give yourself a pat on the back. Don't worry about how I grieve. Don't worry about how I make it, because some days I don't know how I make it. But me being me, that's how I make it. I like to see people be uplifted, whether it's you say with your physical vibration of your tongue or with your actions. Me, I like actions. I don't like words. I understand English was the last language that was created. I understand that you can manifest anything that you want as long as you believe it. So whatever words you want to use or choose, that's fine with me. You ain't got to prove to me how many books you read by the word that you use. That doesn't appeal to me. That shouldn't even matter to you. What should matter to you is when you look yourself in the mirror, you should see greatness. Once you see greatness, you should say a scripture that say, "I was made in the image." Now you're empowered 2 times. Now, if you are made in the image, and the image you're looking at, instead of you looking up in a position to where you're looking up, why don't you take your rightful position on the side where you belong? So if you was on the side of it, that means you was in control.
All right, come on, preacher. Come on now.
How you doing? How you feeling? How you feel about yourself? My firstborn with my name. That was Reginald Gerard Paul Jr. That text message, I gotta hold on to that because that's what I hold on to. Do I expect it? Yeah, it would be nice if somebody would call and be like, "Say, man, how you feel about your?" I ain't received that yet. I mentioned it to myself because I know I go out and I know what I'm born for. See, that's a difference. I know what I'm born for. If a ticket comes to me because I'm big and I'm always going to be that way, I know I had to do something. And I was doing it the way that it made me feel uncomfortable to where I had to watch over my shoulders to doing it in a way to where, it energizes me now. So I'd rather do it the way that it energizes me now. Notice how I'm not trying to say bad or good. Notice how I'm not trying to use that because I'm tired of that cliche. Because what was bad might have been good. It just depends on the situation or the circumstance that you're in. However you look at it and however your take on it and however you was taught on the take of it, that's how you're going to respond. And then to add it all up, where you at, the location. Yes, the location plays a part. There might be a location with nothing but depression. And you know it. Disciple, am I lying?
Ain't lying,
You know it. Your senses, your spider senses come on. Talk to him, disciple. Talk to him. Take him. Talk to him.
I'm so glad that you said all of that. But what I want to ask you is, how are you really doing with all that? Because that's a lot. That's a lot within a short period of time. So how are you? This is you and I talking. So how are you actually doing with all that? With it being a year since you lost your son. Like, how are you really doing with all of that?
As long as I understand it, right now I feel great. You can see it. You can see it. You can tell if I was, oh yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as brothers, our response is gonna be, hey, how you, especially when it's just a genuine, hey man, you all right? Yeah, man, I'm all right. No, I'm not.
That's why I'm asking that question. I want to, you could say that you're good, but I want to know how you're really doing. If you're really good, then we're cool
really
with
good.
that. Okay,
I'm really good.
All right, I respect that.
That's why I'm telling ladies and gentlemen.
I just want you to know, man to man, that if you wasn't really good, it's okay to say, you know what, bro, I'm not so good right now. and anyone listen, don't ever think that it's okay, or that you don't have to say how you truly feel, because at the end of the day, anyone that tries to discredit your feelings, anything like that, is not cool at all. So if you saying you're good, and I'm gonna take you at your word for that, but if you weren't good, then I would, it's okay for you to say, you know what, I'm not good, bro. Then we could work with that. Then we could pray, we could cry, whatever we need to do. I'm a brother. After 42 years on this earth, I'm really starting to grasp the concept of making sure that you are in touch with your feelings and your emotions, and it's okay to cry and all that stuff. So, if you good, I'm glad that you're good, but that's a lot. That's real heavy. So, the fact that you're good is that, just to me, what that tells me is that God is good, man. Because anytime that you deal with loss like that, and then just really just keep going or what have you, that's incredible, man. So my hat goes off to you, bro. It really does.
Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want to tell about
everybody in the chat.
Oh yeah, I was trying to tell. I give a lot of thanks to him, because that boy, he motivates me. He probably don't think he motivates me. That boy motivates me. He gave me a platform to where I can really step up and be used the correct way. And I took the opportunity. He just told me today. And I was like, you know what? I need to do more. I'm not even doing, because he said, man, I don't want to just be doing it just because I know how to. Whatever you said, you know what I'm talking about. You said it too. You like, I don't want to just be doing it just because I know how to do it. I want to really learn how to master it. And that's the story of mine. You know what I'm saying? With me, I'm Mr. Success. You give me a test, I'm passing that, Jack.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, so if we're gonna do it, then why are we sitting here participating in somebody that's doing it with a good quality look that we could do the same thing? So we just gotta make sure it's good quality though. But I wouldn't just on you, I was on myself though. Sometimes you gotta speak to others in ways to motivate them, but you're really talking to yourself out loud, because in the back of your mind, you slipping on some shit that you're not really motivated doing. So we humans.
Listen, it's so funny you said that, because my sis open book, she had a live this morning where she was like trying to encourage people and uplift people, but at the end of the day, it was more so about uplifting herself.
Right.
A lot of times we speak things and we say these things to other people to encourage other people, but a lot of the times the things that we are putting out to others, we need it ourselves.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with encouraging yourself. Like, sometimes you gotta really speak a word of encouragement to yourself, because there could be times when you can't get your bros on the phone, you can't get your past on the phone, or whoever you go to seek that encouragement. So every now and then you can put things out for other people to hear it, But a lot of the things that we put out to others, we gotta basically speak it to ourselves first and foremost, man. You can't pour from an empty cup. So you got to make sure that you are right within yourself first before you can try to give the overflow to other people. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because it's good. You know, it's cool.
And hello to everybody in the chat too. I'm just not reading it.
And I always do this, like point the finger, like once again, fellas, because we don't have other fellas out here schooling the other fellas. So some of this is for the fellas and ladies that be watching us. You might want to let your fella watch this too, so he can know how to be open about himself without no judgment of any kind. If you don't want to be judged, shut the fuck up.
You got something to say? Come on, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put us in the group.
Not judge, or you too will be judged. That's word. That's scripture. Like, you know, I always want to be involved in things where it's judgment free. I don't want to be involved in anything where, oh, you doing this or you doing that. Like I can't stand that, man. When especially when us brothers we get together, it should be about uplift. It's enough out in the streets with dudes fighting and all that. Like brothers need to come together sometimes and encourage each other, man. For real.
A motherfucker will be mad with you for months over some dumbass.
Yeah. For foolishness, you know what I'm saying? And in the grand scheme of things, what is it really solving? Being mad for what? Like, come on, man. Like,
hold on, man.
This grown man Mondays, man. We grown in the streets, man. We ain't playing childish games, man. For real. That's some grown man stuff to be like, you know what, bro?
That's
I apologize or something like that.
Yeah. That's funny because your ass too grown be doing that shit. That shit y'all be laughing at, trying to goof on a nigga, man. Nigga, at least a nigga got a job. How you gonna laugh at a nigga at McDonald's? Where are you at? All right then, because half of you motherfuckers.
At that man house that work at McDonald's. At that man house that work at McDonald's. At that house. At that house.
You on my porch, man. You on my porch, bro. Damn. Can I get home first? Shit.
Yeah, man.
We
gotta do better as people, man. Oh, in particular, dudes, man, bruhs. We gotta do better, man.
We gotta do better, fellas. Cause this is Grown Man Mondays, and yeah, you bro, look, I don't know. Like, all right, straight to the point with this one. If you gotta argue your point with other people you hang with, those are not the people you need to hang with. If you can't get your way of understanding of how you want to go about out without a motherfucker saying something or getting mad because he said who you is or how you really feel, then you don't hang with them. They not the ones. They really not the ones. It's just what it is. So it's the laughter of the stupidity that you hold on to. Like y'all be claiming like y'all grown this, grown that. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown ass woman. But the intellect don't show that of the process of thinking. Like some shit like y'all know what I'm saying too, because I done some shit that like I knew damn better. I knew better. That's me being honest. Yeah. I did some shit that I knew better I shouldn't have did.
But remember we talked about growth last week, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not always get it right. But what are you learning from the mistakes that you made? You know, we both 42 years old, so it's not like we ain't new to this. We true to this. We done been around the block a couple times, so at this point we should, and I'm gonna put that in quotation marks, we should know better when it comes to certain things.
Come on, man. I'm talking about around the block and almost didn't come back around.
There you go. Block. Right.
Man, hold up, man. Hold up, man. Like for real. I mean, look, this dude said if you were born in the 80s, survived, raised in the 90s, and still here in 2025, they said we seen 5 5 decades and 2 centuries. Damn.
It's a lot, man. I'm telling you. So,
Whew.
you know,
But-
we old enough to, you know, we ain't super old, but you know, we'd have been around the block a couple times. Like you said, I really like the way you said that. We'd have been around the block, and all, you know, there have been situations where we might have went around the corner and ain't come back. You know,
hey man, we went,
but we
don't
still
cross
here,
that
man.
street.
So,
Don't cross that street.
yeah.
Oh man, you on cross, man, and it's like, damn. It's like you done gone across the damn street, man. Fuck, man. Hey, but you're only human though. So this is what we speaking on though. Don't be thinking people that try to tell you something ain't been through it and trying to make you do it. No, it's just trying to give you the experience. The courage is telling a motherfucker though.
Right.
That's what it is. The courage is in you speaking on them hurt feelings and speaking on that. Just like you asked them, like, I hear you when you just said that, brother, but how are you really feeling though? Because in the way of thinking, it is a little darkness there that needs to come out. So it will be said in a different tone, if not said. I'm just saying, you know, you're reading to the tones, and it's not what he said, just how you're saying it, and the tone of the voice.
Man. You could say, you know, 5 people could say the same thing 5 different ways, and you get 5 different reactions or 5 different responses to it. So, you know, like we said last week, say what you mean what you say. Just don't say it mean. Just don't say it mean, because I mean, at the end of the day, you know, communication is important in any relationship. And I'm not even talking about romantic, but friendship, platonic, business, any kind of relationship that you have out there, communication is important. So you gotta learn to properly communicate. I mean, because you can communicate and it be some foolishness, but properly communicate is key. And it's funny. I'm even going this route because, man, communication has been something that I have had a struggle with in my life, because I'm the type of person where if I feel like somebody's trying to attack me, I close up, because I don't want nobody to try to get me to a point where I black out or anything like that. This is me being like transparent with y'all for real. Like, I'm the kind of person, if you getting at me and what have you, rather than me go all the way to the left where I might say or do something that I regret, I'll take that back, because 2 places Esco ain't going is back and forth with nobody. I'll say what I want once, maybe twice, but if I got to keep defending myself or defending my position or anything like that, I bow out gracefully. I bow out. But communication, man, in any relationship is so important for people to properly communicate. When you properly communicate, you will avoid a lot of craziness. You avoid a lot of like back and forth. So we as people, we definitely got to communicate better. And I think I just lost my camera, but it's all good. But yeah, man, that's my 2 cents on that right there.
Yeah, because yeah, communication, man. Shit. Without that, it really ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to be said back and forth, then it ain't nothing. Just stay your distance. If you can't communicate, just stay. I'd rather just stay your distance, man. I'd rather you either you say, man, my bad, or you don't. I'd rather you just stay over there. I'd rather you say my bad than stay over there. But hey. But it's okay, fellas, to go say my bad though.
That's my thing, man. And that's
so I gotta say that out loud, because Grown Man Mondays, because y'all still confused out there. It's okay to say my bad, man. Shit.
And I think it's a pride thing, man. People, and this ain't just fellas, this is in general, man. You got those headstrong people that they don't want to apologize for, miscommunication. They don't want to apologize when they wrong. They don't want to apologize. Like, they so caught in pride that they just, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna be wrong and strong. And that's a bad spot to be in, man, because because there's no growth there. There's no lessons learned. You just basically standing on a wrong kind of business to where you can't even apologize or you can't even acknowledge the fact that you were wrong. Like it's no growth there, man. And that's not grown man business when you can't even say, you know what, bro, I was wrong.
Man,
that's not grown man business. That's childish stuff.
Yeah.
So, we got to definitely stand on the right business and acknowledge when we messed up, stand on that. But people, just have a problem doing that. And I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm lost. You feel me? But you just got to adapt, I guess, right? In our own way of forming our own alliance of understanding people. So,
yeah,
because it's to that point where you don't hang with nobody you feel like can't think on their own for their own shit.
Right.
Fuck all that. I don't, and to each his own to your friends. I ain't knocking that, man. But when you get to that point where your thinking is higher, you don't have time to be hanging with people that ain't even thinking like on the same shit, man. Like, you losing time, like for real. Shit.
Right. Yeah. And time is precious.
I'm losing time with my damn self, not motivating my damn self to get up and do a damn video on TikTok.
Yeah. Time is of the essence, man. We gotta, you can get money when you lose money. Like if you lose possessions and things like that, you can get that back, but what you can't get back is time, man. That's why I always say, man, I don't care how long something takes, just as long as we ain't wasting time. Because once time is gone, you cannot get that back.
You can't get that back, man.
So we gotta make sure that we are investing our time wisely and not wasting time on things that in the grand scheme of things don't matter.
Welcome back, young fella.
The struggle.
And I'm
all I know, your ass froze up. I was like, what the fuck wrong with him? Well, that face.
I had to go and reset the internet just so I can speak some more.
Hey.
Tragic.
Yeah, and I'm
still on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out for a second because I think my joint is trying to freeze up too. I'll be right back, fellas.
Hey, y'all need to get out. Y'all need to get out the McDonald's internet.
No, that's the McDonald's. That's old Xfinity. I'm going to see if I can skedaddle and give me some more. I've seen the initials, the BPS, whatever that stands for. Probably somebody working Xfinity know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe the speed will make me not go in and out like that.
So what's on the topic? What's your first topic? Yo.
Well, since I'm an athlete, you know what I'm saying, I want the playoffs. The playoffs look kind of interesting. They got a lot of storylines. They could go this way, it could go that way. The league probably won't. But you can't spill the actual script because they'll change it. They do it in all sports, except for the ones that don't pay you. But I was just, me personally, I like the matchups. I like the Dallas and Minnesota and the Lakers. And then my team, the Grizzlies, they got to be in the play-in. Still have a chance to get in there. So I play college basketball. I'm talking about basketball and sports so much. I always want to put in. I like to be like the news, the current events, the sports, the weather. I don't really do too much of the weather. If you go outside, whatever you feel, that's it. I'll let you be.
Your microphone sound like it got 1 million mosquitoes in it.
Why mosquitoes?
I don't know why mosquitoes.
Is that me?
Nah, that's
Is that my back? Hello? Hello?
Oh, I hear it now. Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Like, what that sound like? Gnats?
No, it sounds like a million mosquitoes.
Unplug the whole. Just hello. Just unplug the whole microphone, man. Fuck it. Just hello. What I sound like now?
We can hear you, bro. What we saying is, it's like you need.
Huh?
Yeah, you might want to try to go out and come back in.
I might want to do that one more time.
Yeah, one more again, brother.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, cause I mute my mic. It wasn't me.
Yeah, it ain't me either. Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, that nigga had a million mosquitoes.
Yeah,
you still got a million mosquitoes.
Yeah,
I ain't got no mosquitoes.
I think you killed a few of them, but they still there. Somebody said not McDonald's internet. Oh man, I must.
Yeah, I said that before you got out. I said y'all had to reset y'all shit. I said y'all need to get out the McDonald's internet.
Nah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's not even my internet; it's my camera. Really, that's really acting up. But we good though. We all right. We cool.
Yeah, I ain't used the webcam. I used the motherfucking camera on the
laptop.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably should, but I paid all this money for this webcam. It was actually for school, and I wound up not even using it for real. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this joint. So it's every time I go live, this camera is being used.
Yeah,
every time. Make me feel like I ain't waste my money on it. But I would love to, if it's all right with you, I would love to just see kind of what the people feeling this evening, like what y'all want to talk about. You got three kings in here, I just want to kind of gauge to see what y'all feeling this evening, like what's going on out there in YouTube and Facebook land.
Yeah, they back.
Still back. Yeah, you killed a couple more, but they still, you got them stubborn ones that you got to spray them more than once.
It's still 900,000. It's still 900,000. You only killed 1 million.
What about the computer? The computer got some mosquitoes in it? The computer,
I don't know if it's the
computer mic working.
I hear you fine. It's just the buzzing, like
I know it's the buzzing. Like, you feel me? It's like your wire is like shaking. It's something.
Man,
it's something, bro. It's something not plugged in all the way. You need to plug it in all the way or something.
The wire is shaking.
Nah, you know what it sound like? It sound like how it was
like
back in the day when you're trying to log on to dial up. That's what it sound like a little bit, or like it sound like fax or something. That's what it sound like.
You need to unplug that hole and plug that hole back because it's shaking somewhere, bro.
I did it 9 times on live already.
9 times.
I put on a post. I was lazy with the message this morning. All I said was, do what you have to do as a human. Goddamn. I was lazy with the post, nigga. Shit. Do what you gotta do as a human. That's all. That's all I want. That's it.
As a human.
Just do what you gotta do as a human, man. You ain't gotta do nothing else. Don't add on. Don't put on no fucking cake, nigga.
But you know what though? When you say that, like, people can take that so many different ways though. Like, because what you feel you gotta do is not gonna be the same as what I feel I gotta do. So I guess another way to probably say that would be to each its own.
Hey man, if you get up and you an asshole all your life and you wake up as an asshole, hey, just be you as a human and accept that you're an asshole. That's all I'm saying. Just do what you gotta do to be human, and some of that is accepting your ways that everybody in the world tell you who you is, and you don't want to accept it. That's you. That's who you is.
You just disagree.
You just disagree, and you still wake up like an asshole.
You got your own self on tape. You got your own self on tape.
Other way. You still wake up as an asshole. Yeah.
You fuck your own self.
It's who you is. You know you be stealing and you be thieving. You know you a thief. Accept that. Just do what you gotta do as a human. Accept who you is, man. Stop being in denial.
They say you be stealing. Don't be saying
Come on, man.
Turn the light down.
Don't deny who you is, man, as human. Some of y'all be gotten too much spunk in yourself, and the soul ain't even in you. You don't even got a soul in you, and you worrying about another soul. That shit don't even make sense to me. Like, for real. Come on, baby. I want you to feel good when I feel good. If I feel good, you feel good. Everybody feel good. But if you don't feel good, say something. Shit. God damn me. Closed mouth will hurt somebody, man. Open your damn mouth. Yeah. Just be human. That's all I mean. Yeah. Be human is you as who you is, and whatever you can offer in the world. If it ain't really too much, nothing, keep it to yourself. Yeah. Oh, my bad. That's his mic. That's.
What is that right there?
What?
What you just posted. That's you.
Yeah, she said that DJ Scribble over there.
whatever you just did, fixed it.
There you go. DJ Scribble over there with the ones and twos.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
MC Mistletoe.
Yeah, damn me, you feel me?
Yeah, that's where we going. You MC Mistletoe.
So
I did everything out there. Look.
Damn.
Oh, babe, see what you doing, bro?
Bro, what you doing? Stop shaking the mic. Stop. You can't hold the mic no more.
Or turn your Nextel phone off. Turn your Boost mobile phone off.
Put the mic down, fam.
First of all, turn your Boost mobile phone off. Let's start there. You know, we don't want to know where you at. Like, turn that off first. Let's do that first.
Put the mic down, bro. You can't hold the mic no more, fam. Ain't no more holding the mic. Put it down. Put it down. Yeah, put it down.
It's not even hooked up.
Damn.
It's not hooked up. Why I gotta put it down?
Oh, that's why it's making that sound, because you don't want to put it down.
You perpetrating.
The fuck just happened?
Oh, since I'm trying to.
You ain't doing a concert right now, fam. You podcasting, so you got to put the mic down. You can't move it because it friction sound, and now you didn't freaked it.
It ain't even plugged. It's not even plugged up.
You're on silent right now.
Oh, you good now? Mic check.
You gotta hit me. You gotta hit me on the bat phone, humble. You know what's up.
Mic check.
Shout out to Mr. What's happening, my bro.
Yeah, we can still hear you, bro.
Oh, okay.
Are you good now?
No more mosquitoes.
Sound like fingernails on the chalkboard.
I was just thinking that too. Yeah.
That noise doesn't bother me.
Hey, anywho, so what was the other topic? I don't know that word you said, bro. So when you say big words to me, you make me more educated because I go look it up what you said. Huh?
The tariff? The tariff?
Yeah, what that mean?
The tariff?
Yeah. What that mean? Now that is a big word, bro. I'm just saying, bro.
I know what it means. It don't mean shit.
Oh.
No, that's the point. Did it affect
Deterrent
anybody?
is basically something
Did
that
it affect anybody?
the
Anybody
deterrent
on
is
here
like
did
a
it?
pest, something that's getting in your way, pretty much.
Yeah.
What humble talking about? So what is the tariff, bro? What is this?
Now the
What is
tariff is how what he charging other people to sell their shit over here.
Oh
So
yeah,
he tariffing the people that
tariff.
somehow
Okay,
that
I thought you said deterrent. Tariff.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
I'm Southern. I'm really Southern, and I
It's
didn't
going
mean
down.
Yeah, I ain't mean
Nah,
tariff.
yeah, you said a tariff. Okay, I got you. I know what that is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's going down.
I said it right the first time. Tariff. What I said?
No, I thought you said deterrent. That's what I thought you said at first, but you said
I thought
tariff.
you said Terrence. So
oh wow.
Tariff. Thought I said
that's
tariff.
what I heard.
That's what happens when you ain't actively listening, right?
That's what I heard.
All right. That's what you heard. And then everybody else that's laughing with him, y'all heard the same thing he heard too, right? It always happens, huh? Hey, I put the mic, so I'm not holding no microphone anymore.
Hey, shout out to my president. Yeah, raising the stakes up on the dope game, nigga. They got them fucked up, nigga. You want to sell over here?
I ain't even touching that topic right there, man. I'm gonna leave
run that shit up. Run that shit up, nigga. You want to come over here? You talking about we in debt with our own money? How we in debt when it's our own money? You can't be in debt with your own money. So if you want to sell over here, guess what? You're gonna have to pay the piper, motherfucker. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Yeah. Hey man, it's just business. It's just a little business.
Yeah. Politics as usual.
Yeah, well, it's not even about politics. It's just the art of war, as they say. And if you want to continue to make more money on us and then say we in debt with you, and then you over here charging us this for it, no, hell no. Fuck that. No, I'm gonna charge you this now. This is what I charge you to come over here and sell that stupid shit.
Oh, there you go with that Boost Mobile again.
I wonder if T-Mobile. I wonder if not T-Mobile.
Yeah, I wonder if your mic want like I don't know, bro, some shit.
I don't know why this the laptop. You know what?
You sound like the radio with the knob that you got to keep turning to get to the right station. Like it's
that joint crazy, man.
It's like you know that station and you trying to get
yeah, and you don't have a digital joint. You got the little the joint, the analog joint, so you turn it, and if you go too far past it, you're like, damn, I gotta go back. And you gotta keep playing with it to make sure you get it right where it need to be. That's what that sound like.
Hold up.
Oh man.
Man, shit. God,
shout out to all the YouTube and the Facebook people tapping in real quick on Grown Man Mondays here on the Galveston podcast. What's happening with y'all?
Yeah, I'm BLACVATO. That's Esco. We in this motherfucker. You feel me? Just chilling, showing how it is, how us as Afro American males should get along and leave that shit alone and put them guns down and teach these young ones to how to go get it now the legal way, because there's no way nobody can tell you anything if you doing it the legal way.
Yep, legal way, and you're getting taxes taxes coming out your check.
Oh man, all I do is know how to hustle. Well, hustle a t-shirt, nigga. Get you a t-shirt machine. Make you some shirts that say all I know how to do is hustle and go sell them, nigga. And then stack that money to get your own building, man. Hey, look, it take a process, man. You just ain't gonna run into no millions.
It's funny you said that, man, because these dudes, they be like, all I know is hustle. But if you could hustle on the streets, man, you could hustle. Like if you could hustle illegally, you could hustle legit. Honestly, it's basically the same type of ethic and the same type of work ethic, that you take to go and sling dope. You could like you said, you could sell t-shirts, you could sell pies, you could sell, pretty much anything and have a legit business. cut grass. Like you could do a lot of other things, man.
You
But
can do a lot of things. Mobile detailed car wash. Shout out to Mobile Shine Bright in Galveston. You feel me? Shit like that. Like you can do anything, man. But hey, all this going to jail and being in slums to get attention of others and then get mad at somebody else that's in the slum with you, but making it look good. You can't get there. So then the spirit clings to you. It's called jealousy that fucking blinds you from what you gotta do to be like this motherfucker that you sitting here envying. You see how them spirits, they just double team your ass. Just wop, 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 wop. Now you paying attention, way focused on somebody else and shit like that. When you doing the same thing he doing, you just ain't doing it smooth enough. And you not doing it long enough. You niggas taking time out. Ain't no time out. Ain't no time out. You got to keep going, man. That's motivation for you. You got to keep going. Ain't no slowing down. For what?
Yeah.
Well, I see you got a snowball, fam. I got a snowball too. You got an all black one?
Yeah. All black. Yep.
There, I got the all white one right here, bro. That's crazy, bro. Where you get that black one from? I didn't change the whole subject that fast.
This was tight. You know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you a funny story about this. So this was somebody actually gave this to me, and they told me that they didn't want it anymore because they was like, I don't know why, but for some reason I can't get this Bluetooth speaker to work. And I took it, not even like really thinking twice about it. So my son, he looked at it and he was like, yo, Dad, that's not a Bluetooth speaker, that's a mic. And it's so quick. I took it, like not even really like looking at it I just kind of took it because they were giving it to me. But then my son, he looked at it, he was like, Dad, that's not a speaker, that's a mic. You can actually use that to record music, or you can use that for your podcast or whatever. So so it was like, so I came up on it and I've been using it ever since, man.
Yeah, I like my I bought it from Walmart. Feel me? Got the white one on the board.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah. This my joint right here, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, Humble. Yeah, I came up on this. I didn't buy this. It was a gift because somebody thought it was a Bluetooth that they couldn't hook up. And I didn't even think twice about it. And then as soon as my son looked at it, he was like, no, Dad, that's a mic. But that white one is fire though. I ain't gonna hold you. That white one is fire though. So what else is going on in YouTube and Facebook land? What y'all want to talk about? It was a blessing open. You're right, and because from what I hear, it's a pretty good quality mic, and I'm hearing that I sound good and everything. So it was definitely a come up for sure.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on? Like what y'all feeling this evening? Like what's popping?
The mind is a real problem because I don't know. I think because we don't got the cousins and shit no more, like the family around to really draw ourselves to that we could leave certain things with. I mean, of course they gonna talk amongst the family about it, but you rather that than friends talking around it in the public. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where we fail at. We don't trust nobody to vent to. We ain't got nobody to really actually be ourselves around no more. You got to put on with certain people. And Carmelo Anthony, who is Carmelo Anthony? I keep seeing him on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Open. What's that? I don't even know who that is. I only know Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player.
I thought that's what they was talking about, stab somebody or something. I'm like, damn.
His first name with a C. So I was like,
I think it was that kid. It was a kid that I think with a stabbing. Same name. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was finna say, bro, God damn, you just got put in the Hall of Fame and then you gonna stab a motherfucker? Shit. I was lost. My bad. See, black folks don't never get the whole story. They just see some shit. But then I seen that ain't how that nigga spell his name.
But it was Carmelo. It was Carmelo Anthony because I thought it was weird when I seen it too. But I knew they wasn't talking about the basketball player. I knew that.
That's what I thought they was talking about.
Oh nah, man, he ain't that crazy.
I'm just saying, nigga can't
he ain't
do shit.
that crazy. That boy got to the Hall of Fame too fast to be that crazy. Now that kid
have shit, dog. A nigga can't have shit. A nigga go straight to the basketball player. That's fucked up, man. My bad, Carmelo.
Yeah, that's the kid that defended himself. So he stabbed another kid. So he was defending himself for what I guess he got locked up because he killed the kid. Is that what was going on?
I seen a little bit of it. He didn't even do anything though. So I don't know why he was arrested. That's why they dropped his bond to $25,000.
Okay. So where did this happen at? Where did the incident take place at? And again, forgive me, I'm so oblivious to this story. Was where did it happen at?
I don't know. But wasn't the brothers
happened in Dallas?
Twins too?
Collin County. Collin County. That's outside of Dallas, or
because wasn't it? I don't know, man. I think that's his twin. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
So he was defending himself and he killed somebody and he got locked up, but then they let him out on bond. How old was he? How old was the Carmelo kid? They were at a track meet.
Oh, this recently happened.
Oh, 17? Okay. They go probably try to try to get him on they go try to charge him as an adult. They definitely gonna try to charge him as an adult.
I think the daddy was like, don't
I don't think they.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I think the daddy even said, "Say, man, look, don't charge it to him doing it to as like he the person. Just charge it to the fact that shit happened." That's how the father's take was on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard to say that honestly. When somebody, it's one thing like if it's assault or something like that, I could see that. But when somebody lose their life, man, I don't see them really just letting it go like that for it though. Honestly, because you think about it, and with a name like Carmelo, he gotta be of ethnicity. Let me say it that way. It don't sound like he would be it
was some black and white stuff going on.
That's color.
That's what we're trying to get to. It was some black and white, and it happened, and they just trying to make sure it don't spread out and cause some more division. It's already black and white as it is.
Yeah,
he gonna beat that.
So that's why it's a story. Is because it was a black kid killing a white kid.
Yeah,
essentially. Yeah, that's wild. If it was two black kids, you ain't hearing nothing. They don't care. But I want to tell you
about this other kid. Now, this other kid, he took his life. He was positioned to be drafted at very high, and was in a police chase and killed himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they say. So they say.
Allegedly.
So they say, but it's y'all can look it up for the ones that need to look it up and don't have to listen to, the way that I just know I saw it with my own eyes and was like, man. And that's what I think about when you see us three talking live on this platform, when stuff like that happen, you know what I'm saying? What can we say to somebody else? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was the young man was allegedly running from the law? You know what I'm saying? Like, he had something that he's supposed to didn't have. This is allegedly because I don't know the story, but I'm just telling the storyline. So, and for you to take your own life.
Yeah, exactly.
You was in a hot draft. You going to the you in the NFL, like you right there. You won.
Yeah, they talking about they found him dead. How you find him dead if he was fleeing from the police? I don't understand.
Thank you.
That don't make sense.
That sounds suspect. It sounds like they killed him, and then they try to like he was eluding police, probably fearing for his life, and then they killed him. And again, this is all allegedly. And, you know, I don't want us to get banned. It's all alleged.
Oh, we ain't gonna get banned.
We don't want to get banned. This is all alleged.
We good.
Yeah, but you know, that's
entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah. On the outside looking in, that's basically what that sounds like. The boy was scared for his life. He was fronting from the police because he was scared. Then they got him essentially, and now they want to say they found him like that. That's what that sounds like.
He a top star for LSU.
He's going to the league.
He a top football. I'm talking about his touchdown. He's touchdown damn near every game. He scored every game damn near. Yeah. So he's a star that's there. I don't see him getting no depression and kill himself. So
that's why
I can see him running from the laws. That's not nothing shocking right there, though. I'm not surprised that he's running from the laws because he's probably doing something he ain't supposed to be doing. Like, we can't just say the law is fucking with you all the fucking time, bro. You really probably did something for them to fuck with you, and then you took it upon yourself to run.
Yeah, but let's not also forget that, you know, sometimes police mess with people just for no reason too, and you could be trying to get away from them because, you know, you're intimidated. So this is all speculation. We don't really know.
Yeah, we don't, but let's really add something up. When do you see that really, bro? You really don't see that. You have to be really having a probable cause for a lawman to fuck with you nowadays. I'm dead. I'm not taking up for him, bro, but you really got to be doing something out the ordinary for a motherfucker to fuck with you. You in a fast fucking car, you're driving fast, they're going to pull you over. And they don't care what name pops up and they know who you is, bro. So I'm just saying, you know, you didn't stop at the red light. You didn't use a blinker. They can stop you for that to fuck with you. Yeah, that's true. But sometimes, man, they doing their job, bro. And
yeah, I agree with that.
And killing himself. No, I don't believe that. I think they shot this young man, and where he ended up parking at or going, he died right there from one of them cops shooting him.
Yeah, I got you. I understand. I mean, again,
why is the cop shooting him? Why are you shooting them, cop?
It's all speculation, man. Because we there's a lot we don't know. We might not ever know, honestly.
But
I feel what you're saying, Vado. Like, I do feel like
for the cops that actually did that.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. You're basically saying that they had to have a legitimate reason or speculation of a legitimate reason, but we just don't know that. So
you just don't.
Yeah,
just get behind somebody and throw on lights for no reason. We didn't been down this road, man. That shit getting old right there. So they got enough of that.
The first time
they saw you did something suspicious, and they tagged your ass. That's just what it is, straight up. And you got the ones that really do their job. They're really out there hunting to stop a motherfucker. It don't matter who the fuck it is. They really want you to do something stupid. They really do. You better not turn at that light without using that signal. You better not. Boom, gonna turn you over. And then as soon as they pull you over, you really didn't do nothing. So you didn't let them explain. Sometimes we do go off first, like trying to over-explain ourselves, then hearing out what's going on. And sometimes it escalates from there. So we gotta point the finger back at ourselves too with our anger issues of knowing we right or thinking we right. And they're still doing their job. I'm dead serious. Sometimes we don't give them a time to talk.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
I don't give a fuck who you. This the side. I don't give a fuck who you is. I'm a human being. I'm a human being, just like the person that's in position of their job. Like if you are the police, you are at work. And you're supposed to be doing a certain thing at work. Just like I'm supposed to be doing a certain thing at work. Now, when you start bending and folding things at work, just like we bend and fold things at work, what I'm getting to is we all human beings. So you pick the job, that's what it is. But to stay around that shit is the question. That's the question. To stay around
Yeah.
and play part of it.
Shelly
You
said,
got to
I've
ask
gotten
yourself:
very
is
scared of
somebody
police.
got a controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, they got some bad ones, man, and they got some cocky ones, and they got some overworkers and some show offs, and they got some bullies. But I don't know. All right, and that's me just being biased a little bit on my experience of life right now. But I guess because I
It
just
goes to
stopped to
show
work.
that police wasn't put here to do what they say they put here to do.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man,
They not here to do. Somebody was scared and they needed somebody to protect their shit that they had at their house, and they called it the police. Police protecting the motherfuckers with the money. So if you ain't got no money, don't think they supposed to come and protect you. What I mean by money, you ain't giving no big fund or no big donation to the police department. You ain't stop. Why do you think you gonna win anyway? I don't give a fuck if you doing right. I don't know why you think you gonna win. They gonna do. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me, y'all. I hope the mosquitoes come back. They gonna do what the fuck they want to do. They gonna do what the fuck they want to do. And put this in your head. If you know that, yes, you can abide by all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed. I applaud you for do that. But some of that ain't for some people that's living. Some people are just outright just fire bearers.
Right.
Them the ones that's blessed. You have friends that are so blessed and so dynamic like that you just be like, what just happened? You don't even, the person that did it don't even know it happened. I'm speaking to somebody that do the same thing that I do. And the reason why it's on a public air like that is so people can receive and be like, okay, I'm not the only one that is aggressive like this. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with both of y'all, honestly. Like, I do agree with Vado where you gotta, we as people, you can't always point the finger at police when we are giving them reason to mess with us. But at the same time, just because you are a police does not give you the right to mess with people for no reason, or just because I don't look a certain way or what have you. So it's a sticky situation when it comes to police, man. People of our color, they don't trust police because of all the things that have gone on in the past. So it's like, man, that's why, and me, I'm always bringing it back to the spiritual side of things. That's why, man, when you leave out your house and you come back, man, you got to say, Lord, thank you. Because, just going outside, being the color that I am, I can get tore off by cops just because I look a certain way, or just because I dress a certain way, or my slang is, what have you. So it's crazy, man. Like how, you got these police that they just doing whatever they want just because they got a badge. But, we as people, as colored people, we definitely got to make sure that we are not giving them more ammunition or adding fuel to the fire by, talking to them crazy, or by, doing anything that makes it even remotely suspicious. So, it's both sides of the coin, man. You just gotta stay prayed up. Stay prayed up in these streets, man. Stay prayed up for sure. That's it, man. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna send you various trials, right? I read this 3 weeks ago. He said he'll send you the trials, right? So when he send you the trials, you got to think about it. Now you're in the midst of the trial, and then he say, if he send it to you, then he said dance through them. So when he send it to you, you dance through them. So basically, what he's saying is, if you know this shit is happening to you, then you still should be happy. They don't know they're supposed to have took you out, or take you out a little bit, or take you out a little bit to where you got to mention it to somebody, because that means that you felt it. That means that I don't care if you tell somebody I really ain't really tripping behind it. Yes, you really are tripping behind it, because you mentioned it to the person that you feel warm enough to say something to. Because there's a lot of people that you talk to, you don't feel warm enough to say it to them, because they're not the person that you're supposed to give it to, because they're not going to do what they're supposed to do with it. And that's why we call ourselves being in fear. But if you take out the fear, just know that, hey, man, when you get around the right, that vibration gonna vibrate right. Like that Wi-Fi sign, this shit gonna go up.
So I know what I come here to bring. I know what I come here to carry. I said the last time. Every time a microphone get the chopping up, whatever happens, that's how powerful it is. Though I don't get mad at it. I just laugh because it'd be so powerful. They want to interrupt the message because all you need is one person to listen. All you need is one person to listen, and not only listen. See, one thing about listening, it ain't just receiving it, man. It's going to do it. That's why some of the stuff ain't done. Because when you listening, that means you go apply what was told to you, not just hearing it. That sound like a lot of church folk that just read the Bible and don't apply nothing to it. They don't apply it in life. And that's why people don't want to go to church. That's why them kids ain't going to church. Them kids ain't going to church. Them kids really not in the iron decade. The iron decade over with. I'm talking about this one right here. When that 2 000 shit, yeah, it was over. It was a wrap. The world did end. It did. It sure did. It sure did. Now we in this. A year is a day. Stop me again, internet, if you want to. A year is a day. Let me talk to my people. A year is a day. You understand what I'm saying? A year is a day. I got a message, man. Everybody got a message, but I got a message for real, man.
Talk, bro. Go ahead. You got the floor.
You got to feel good about yourself. I'm gonna keep saying this here because I just want you to know. Hey, no matter what you're doing, however you're doing it, just like you said, BLACVATO, do that shit. And nigga, if you're stealing, steal, nigga. Steal. Don't be lukewarm. Come on, let's be real, man. Let's call a spade a spade. Don't be lukewarm. I can talk book too. I can talk Bible too. Don't be lukewarm. Don't go out there half-assing. That's what the Bible's saying. Don't you go out there half-assing. If you're going to do something, do that shit. The Bible say don't half-ass. I'm going to talk to you like you're supposed to hear it. Some people need to hear it the intricate way. They need to hear it dressed up in a suit. Some motherfuckers need to hear it with a piece of chain, a hat on, with some dread swinging, and a vanilla.
Vanilla, nigga. Serve down, nigga. Fuck you talking about.
And it's at the plastic. It's at the plastic. This nigga teaching you and saying some real shit.
But you're right though, man. Like you gotta, the message, TD Jakes ain't gonna reach everybody. Like all these dignified people, preachers, they not gonna reach everybody, man. So I rock with you on what you're saying because sometimes you gotta get a little gully, you gotta get a little grimy. Like I agree with you on that. On that aspect.
Go to the altar. You gotta get up and go to that altar. Didn't I say that last week? You know how funny. Come on, man. You've been sitting there. You already going. You gone. This your 4th week. This your 4th week. This your 5th week. You feeling this? These I'm talking to the dudes and the females that know what I'm talking about. Like, all right, I'm here now, God. God keeps saying, won't you get up? I ain't getting up. Not this Sunday. Boy, the day that you get up, you done cried. You cried since the time you woke up. You cried all the way to the church. Then you cried all the way to the altar, and you ain't never felt. You felt so good. It felt like the biggest high or the biggest satisfaction of two of the opposite sex coming together, just for all parental guidelines. You know what I'm saying? If kids is watching, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, man. A year's a day. Get this algorithm. A year's a day. Come on now. Come on, man. It's Christmas already. Stop playing. Quit playing me.
My mama stop playing me. It's almost football season again. Stop playing.
I'm ready for Christmas yet, man. We go wait on that. But I feel what you're saying though.
My mama football finna start over again.
Football finna start all over again.
It's football season almost over. Preseason gonna start in a minute.
It's supposed to be football season though. Real quick.
Yeah. And then
there's some alone for the people that's on the coast and on another coast because it's a long one because you finna get towed up. Like we finna get towed off the frame. Man, hurricane, man, this, that. All right. All right, man. We go, hey, you wonder why we connected with people we ain't never met in real life. You wonder why you meet with these people. You gonna need these people. You gonna need these people.
Yeah, you gonna need
airways, man.
Because it's gonna come to the time what tribe you with, fam. Because it's not understanding if you're not going to be working, moving along with the village. You can't be the one sitting back
creating the Bible
with a strong back.
Hey, y'all, we creating the Bible. This is lovely. This is some lovely stuff to
you got a strong
this is lovely stuff to be a part. Say, when they pick up that book, whoever come behind us, and they pick up that book with us in there, they gonna be like, man, Come on, man. Stop playing with y'all. Say, come on, that don't make you feel good, though.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They're going to pick that book up and read about you. Huh? They're going to read about you.
Huh?
Yeah, because you feel good about yourself. Let's go back to that, man. They reading about you. Yeah, man. Everybody that was there, they reading about you. Whatever you contributed to that picture, what if they caught you and made your emotion picture and put it into a painting and you was part of that painting? Come on, algorithm. Wake up, baby. Huh? What if you was at the Last Supper, huh? Come on.
Huh?
Come on, y'all. Huh? There you go again. Huh?
Huh?
But you know what though? They're not gonna receive what you're saying because of the way you're saying it. And that's sad, you know. Some people they're not gonna get the message because they don't like the package that is wrapped in. And that's bad, man.
It can't. Then I show them some credentials and they be twisted in the jaw. How did you see? You're worrying about the wrong thing.
Exactly.
That's what the world doing. Lighting the lighter over here, but got a doggone blowtorch over there, pointing right back at you. You giving them a lighter to light their cigarette. They got a torch about to tear your village apart. Oh man, I said it twice for a reason.
Yeah, you gotta get it together right now.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, man, it's crazy out here, man. But at the end of the day, man, you know, like my man said, you know, do what you need to do for you. Do you. Yeah. Whatever that is, whatever you feel that is, do that.
Yeah, because it sure ain't what Jesus is doing. Man, shut up, man. Leave me alone, dog.
No, it's not. And it's not. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you know what he did, we never could do, but he did that because so that way we don't have to. But we ain't ready for that conversation now.
Yeah, but most can't even use that as an excuse when they don't even know what he really did. See what I'm saying? You only use that excuse for that he did that for you because you understand what he did, though. You can't just say, "Oh, I like what he did," and don't know what he did. What did he do? What did he really do?
Or better yet, how does that relate to you? Because again, like my man said, it's about application. How are you applying it to yourself and your situation?
Yeah.
See, people want to speak on things or what have you, but how are you applying it to you and yours? It's easy for you to speak on, you know, Susie May down the street or brother so-and-so, you know, across the hall, but how are you applying it to you and your situation?
Yeah.
The only person
I'm not applying it at all because I gotta do what I do. Shit.
But that's what I'm saying
about living my life
and I
on
can't
how somebody else did. Hey, Jesus was real though. He real. The story about him, he real, whatever. But that is a good guideline to be like if you're gonna live life though, as forsaking of you being yourself and doing for others what you can do, not overboard. He only did what he could. He didn't have much. He didn't have much to give, so he only did what he really could. That's what the story said. I'm not saying it's a lie, but I'm just saying I'm not too much of idolizing it of belief than what I can do in my own life. I can only pick and pull about what I hear about Jesus. So that's why I pick and say, what is Jesus doing? Not what you want.
They never asked him for money neither.
It be the ones that be holy rollies and then you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? That's not pointing fingers. That's really showing the actions of people that be in these church houses that be flip flopping. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know. So I don't pick at no religion, to each his own, but I believe in my own higher power, and sometimes that's the sun and the moon, because them the only two things I see rise and fall every day that gives life in his own way. So they've been here before anybody on earth. So you feel me? High praise to them, because you know the moon is a female and the sun is like a male. So them two gods right there, you know, that could be the Indian in me. I don't know, shit. But to each his own with each religion. But it's the ones that point them fingers and can't get along amongst each other that's quoting what would Jesus do in the Bible and this and that. And then that's just me pointing back, like, what would Jesus do? Not what you did. Not go and tell somebody business. Not just liking somebody because they don't want to dress like you, huh? Oh, huh? They don't want to wear that big hat to church. They ain't got to wear that big hat to church.
But
yeah, I'm not trying to
don't want to give
but I'm saying that's the certain jealousy or certain things or control that people have. You got to dress like this or this to come to my church. How is that your church? You ain't getting none of that tax-free money. Matter of fact, you're giving your money to that tax-free building.
Oh, that's what happens when
you can't give it to the building.
But that's what happens when you're looking at the wrong things when it comes to that, though. Like, at the end of the day, somebody wearing, a woman wearing pants doesn't make them any less worthy of God's mercy and grace versus someone who wears skirt. Like that. Yeah. Things like that are, again, this goes back to what we talked about last week. When you really break it down, like the trivial things that people kind of bicker back and forth about is crazy, man. At the end of the day, God's grace and his mercy extends to everybody, regardless of how you look, regardless of how you speak. None of that really matters, man. At the end of the day, his grace and his mercy is for everybody, regardless of you in a church house or regardless of you on the corner. His grace and his mercy is going to extend to you either way. Yeah. So how you dress or how you talk or all that stuff is trivial, man. At the end of the day, his grace is going to extend to you and is there for you to take it, regardless of how you look, regardless of any of that, man. So people got to get out of that, and I understand what you're saying, about like people in a church house bickering and all that, because they're no different than people that don't go to church. They're still people. So the human nature is to be that way, but it looks crazier for the people who are quote unquote holier than thou or what have you, which those people, they mess it up for the people who are actually trying to seek something when they come out that way. But at the end of the day, man, just live the best that you can, do the best that you can, and stop worrying about all that trivial stuff, man, that in the grand scheme of things does not actually matter. That's my point.
Yeah. Yeah, teach his own. You feel me? You feel me? You do that what you believe in, but sometimes, we all gotta just keep certain things to yourself, man. It don't. What's the name? Everybody don't need to know. They really don't need to know. Some things you just really keep it to yourself and just go on about your day.
You might not even want to seal what you're trying to deliver into the atmosphere anyway, because the atmosphere gonna give you whatever the reap what you sow aspect. How to look at the thing was whatever you give out to that, whatever words you give out, however order you put it in, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever intention it was. It was said out loud. It was intended for it to be said out loud. So therefore, it's going to have to intend it to happen. Therefore, it might not happen at the time, but it will happen because it has to happen because you put it together with the voice. So sometimes it's best that we low key be quiet, or AKA just shut up. Just shut up.
Because your words got power. Your words got power. What you speak has power. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. So what you speak has power.
You only give it power when you pay attention to it and you reply to it. What I'm saying is, if it's said to you, it shouldn't even bother you because none of that shit is real. And you got to, when I say protect yourself, when I say protect yourself, yes, you protect yourself from that. That is not of my vibration. I cannot let none of that enter into my soul at all. So I'm so built up. You know what I'm saying? Like I got on my gear. Got the helmet, I got the shield, I got the sword, I got all that. I know what you know what I'm saying? I know. Gave me the instructions, you know what I'm saying? But I can't just be stuck on the same word my whole life from when I was an infant all the way to I'm supposed to go out, you know what I'm saying, and learn the same thing over and over again for what? And did nothing with it. But gave away everything that you had.
Yeah. That's it.
That ain't cool. Now, when you find out, hey, man, this is what I'm here for, and you go on that lane, and I keep saying that because certain people in their lane, certain people not in their lane, and some people in their lane they ain't trying to hear it. Some people in their lane like keep saying what you saying, Reg. Keep saying what you saying. You know, when you get that phone call from somebody you ain't heard from somewhere, and they'll call you right when you need it. I'm talking about because you at your lowest, because you one of the ones. You one of the ones that it's hard to point to you because you got to have some credentials. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't hanging around people with credentials because that ain't your type of crowd. Hello.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think it's time to pass out the offering plate now.
Yeah.
Now I'm just saying, like, so you know, you gotta, and then you know, we gotta also accept shit, man. When people telling us something, man, goddamn too. Like it's an ongoing thing, though. We say one thing, then you gotta say the other thing too, though. Like you gotta accept what somebody said too, man. Like for real. Like you can't just be really butthurt about a lot of shit that people saying to you, especially when you just around people that you really have conversation with every day. They will learn you at one point, and you will have to accept what they tell you. Like, they're serious. It ain't about, what you hanging around them for, because that should be already known to you. Why are you hanging around them then? For them to know you. And then they can't tell you that. That didn't make no sense. That's what I'm saying. That's the shit I be saying. Like, should nobody tell you that? Grown up, boy, man, when you are scarred with people always saying they grown and all that, and then you see the actions of it, nah, player. Grown folks don't do that, man. We don't.
Nope,
we don't get down like that, man. We really don't get down like that.
But again, that takes growth, though, man, and it's always coming back to that growth, man. You have to be grown enough to be able to have certain types of conversations. You know, the sad part is that we have a lot of people who are grown in age but not grown in mentality. But I don't think a lot of people are ready for that type of conversation. Being grown in age is one thing. You know, being grown in age allows you to be able to do things that you can't do when you're not of certain age.
Yeah.
But being grown in mentality, that's a whole different conversation, you know, and in the way that you think. See, you have to go through some things in order for you to be able to grow in mentality. And you have to, not only do you have to go through things, but you have to grow through those things. See what I'm saying? So a lot of people, you know, they say, "Oh, well, I'm grown, you know, because I've reached a certain age." But no, your mind, you still have a mind of a child. So you're not going to be able to receive certain things that are told to you because of the fact that you're not mature enough mentally for you to be able to receive certain types of things. That's why it's important for us to be able to don't stand in the way of, don't stunt your own growth by reverting back to childish ways. At some point in your life, and again, it's not designated for a particular age, but at some point in your life, you have to grow up mentally. Because if you don't grow up mentally, man, you're not going to receive the grown people type of things. And I think that's where a lot of people, they get messed up at, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So grow up.
Your presence should charge someone up. If you one of them people that your presence charge someone up, like when you're around somebody that charges you up to be the best version of yourself, versus, okay, you always the best version of yourself, but when somebody's in the same lane as you, you know what I'm saying, and they in the same lane as you, and you know, you already got that drive, like, I'm going to be the best in this lane that we both in, you know, you ought to be able to charge somebody up, you know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of people on here that's the energy, that's the light, whatever. As soon as they walk in, you ain't got to say nothing. Just your presence alone makes somebody do something great, huh? How they make you feel when you know your presence makes somebody do something great? Not because you had a competitive nature with it. It's because that's what you bring to the table. You ain't got to talk. You ain't got to talk to do none of that. You just lead by example, and you just do it right then and there when somebody asks you. It blows somebody. It blows the people today and the time that we're in since a year's a day. It blows their mind when you're kind to them. It blows their mind when you give them a compliment. That's why they do not know how to act when you give somebody a compliment. We are living in a time now that hey, man, this is a whole different part. And we here to look at it, y'all. We in the 40s, the 3 men that's here in the 40s. So whatever is in the audience, you think about it. You know what I'm saying? If we still here in this era right here, the YG, the hoodie, the whatever, the drill, this the era we in, and we here and we talking what we talking, and we gathering more than them across the world, and we ain't never met. We some powerful people, Jack. And this stuff here gonna come and it's gonna connect. It's gonna like when a bell ring, y'all hear it in my soul. Y'all ain't even listen to my voice. I knew the day would come. I know it. I know the day will come. I know. This ain't even it, y'all. The kings that I'm talking to on this screen, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know what I already saw. Y'all don't even know what I already saw. I've been there and seen it already.
Word to my
mama. Watch, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we're gonna be. I'm telling you, we that village. No, because the time that it's supposed to come out, it's gonna have to be exposed, and it's being exposed right now. We that village. Watch,
I'm telling you, son.
Somebody's son right now. This right here, saving somebody's son right now. Because a real man gonna listen to this, son. Sit down and listen to this shit. Listen to these men that made it this far. You can call us 3 wise men. You can. Why not? Why we can't take that? Why we can't accept that?
Me make a flyer, boy. What? I'll make a flyer right now.
Fuck wrong with you, man. Why not? Because we are. We got the same message for the same people with the same ear. We just said it don't matter because this is not it. Look, bro, what we are hearing now is vibrations, certain vibrations, man. And we on this good one right here. You ain't gonna hear us talk down and bad nobody. That's why it hurt us so much when they do it to us. I'm talking to somebody right now, and it's touching your soul. And you need to let that shit go. You need to let that shit go. Somebody holding on to it. And I might be talking to myself. So I ain't really talking to y'all. I just got to get this shit out because I'll be getting it out. This is where I can get it out. I know what I can bring and deliver. I know that. I'm touching people I ain't even thought I was going to touch ever. And I ain't even in that area. Yeah. We some bad man.
Y'all need to let that shit go on some real shit. I'm on that right there, though. Yeah. That's my way of getting the message out. I'm gonna be a little rough around the edges, just a little bit. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, y'all need to let that shit go. Yeah,
let it go.
Y'all be holding a lot of weight, a lot of weight. It goes in many ways.
I'm gonna keep saying it for you because I'm gonna cut it. My voice it's 2-edged sword. It's gonna cut it. Come on now, come on, disciple. Come on now, cut him up.
Man, that's it. In so many ways, just let that weight go, man. Just let it go. It's slowing you down. You gotta let it go, man.
Listen, man, you
be all right. Let them drop them bags, man.
You can't.
Come on, mama.
You cannot elevate higher when you got ankles and shackles and dead weight holding you down. Man, you try to swim, you got weights on your feet. All you'll do is sink. So that's what. So that's what you mean. Let it go. Some things you just gotta wind up just letting it go, man. In the grand scheme of things, holding on to things that are weighing you down is not going to help you to elevate to the level that you are destined to go. And when people learn that, and I'm gonna speak to Esco the disciple first and foremost.
Yeah.
When you learn to let go of dead weight, you know, the sky's the limit, man. You know, put down, like she said, put down the bags and let it go, man. We don't want to be bag. We don't want to hold on to baggage that we aren't meant to carry. We're not meant to carry everything.
Nah, we're not, bro.
We're not meant to carry everything, man. So let it go.
We're only human.
Let it go.
We're only human, man.
We're supposed to take it and throw it into the abyss.
We're supposed to take it and let that shit go. Yeah.
And honestly, some things we take on that we shouldn't even take on. So when you say take it into the abyss, there's some things that we shouldn't even have picked up in the first place. But
looking like that,
you know what though?
Your mind said no. you go with no. Fuck is y'all mind. When
Yeah,
your
man.
mind say no, you go with no. You go with no. Because it improves
Are
you
you
too many
Are you
times.
gonna be in there talking about? I knew I should have listened to my first mind. That's what you're gonna be saying. I knew I should have listened to my first
Just a
mind.
little bit. You just gotta let go just a little bit. You ain't gotta let
You already
let
in
it
the
all
hole.
go.
You ain't.
Hey
Yeah.
man, look, we only human, dog. You gotta baby step certain folks, man. You can't just rush them in certain shit, but you can just show them to let 10% go a day and watch how that hoe float away. Watch how it float away. Come on now. Let 10%. 10%. 10%. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. When you don't look at it no more, that means you are already mentally getting away from it because you're keeping it off your mind. Stop looking at it. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. When you turn around, you turn into a pillar of salt. I don't want to get the preaching now. If you turn around, you're going to turn into a pillar of salt, huh? Oh.
And it had to be somebody that did it too. Ain't that cold?
Stop it. See, this is why
people don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about that part.
The Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth. That is the greatest book alive.
Period.
With stories on how to treat each other in an everyday living basis. Because it got a story for everything that everybody
going
through right now.
In a different way.
Come on, man. Hold on, man. That is called history.
Period.
It's going to repeat itself.
We got people got thrown into a barbecue pit.
Bro.
I'm talking about 3 people.
A bull
got put in a barbecue pit.
Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone, man.
And they say, I see one more person. They cut the fire. Look, it wasn't no normal barbecue pit. It was one of them smoking 2027s. Really, man. It was, man. They tried to roast them boys, man. The boy say, man, hey, man, I thought you said it's 3 of them. Now I'll send one more. Oh, man. See, you don't know who you messing with. You don't know who you messing with, man. I've been in the fire. I told you, I've been in the fire.
Real. That book gonna guide you. That book gonna guide you in all which way. I swear. And you don't need nobody to preach it to you if you haven't read it for your damn self. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real. Nobody else to say.
No. Keep it real. You paying the man. You can pay the man to read the Bible to you.
Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. That's all I'm saying.
You paying the man to read the Bible to you.
That's all I'm saying. Leave me alone. If you ain't read the book yourself, ain't nobody tell you about the book. Sorry.
Any authentic person of God will always refer you to the book yourself. They will always say, don't take my word for it, or something from something of, something like that.
Yeah.
Because the good thing about it is that it's free. And I think that's where people kind of get twisted. The word is free. Everybody has access to it. You don't have to pay for the word itself. Yeah. You never gonna have to pay for that. It's free.
Y'all go and let these dudes flip flop the story and shit on you. They did flip flop. It's like some flip flop shit.
Or they pervert it to suit their agenda, and that's that can be an issue itself.
You talking about Tyrone the pimp? He the preacher now? When the hell that happened? Hold on, time out. And that's not pointing fingers when it actually happens in real life. Certain people got to understand when people quote things like, "Oh, there you go, picking." Like, no, he talking about the church. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about that really happened. They had pimps that became preachers. Magic Don Juan was a bishop, so don't play with me. Yeah, they sat there and turned their life over, as so say, because they seen that tax-free money over there. And they got game for days, man. Hold on. They got
503C1. What is that?
Say, man, hold up, bro. So I'm just going off what I hear about these certain ex-pimps being preachers in the
Who's
90s.
the best ones? I need a preacher that made all the mistakes. I don't need a preacher that made 2 mistakes. I can't do it. I can't listen to you, brother. I'm sorry. I can't relate. I fucked up so many times. I need to hear some fucked up stories that's more fucked up than mine.
That's a good point, man. That's a really good point, man. If you're perfect, then I can't learn nothing from you.
I can't do it. It was only when Jesus is good enough for me. It's already hard following him. So God,
you can't be perfect though, but I'm just saying you can't be halfway crook when you're supposed to be going for the good. I'm just saying you just don't tiptoe still back in the streets when you're supposed to be preaching.
You shouldn't. You should not be that way. But we all know.
To say the 2
we
words.
All know. You should not be that way. But however, comma.
You say shouldn't. You should not.
However, comma.
Yeah.
We all know that's
I caught that quick.
Yeah. Should not be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna join the word together. I'm gonna make sure I give you 2 warnings.
No, they should not be.
On you, Jack. I didn't get
that right. You beat that.
Yeah. No, they should not be. Yeah, shit, I'm saying like that too. We should not be doing a lot of motherfucking things,
but it's done, and that's why you.
Man, we can do a seminar on that. But that's why just have brothers calling in, talk about what they did 2 days ago.
But that's why we shouldn't even be. That's why we shouldn't even be passing judgment. No, because there's no perfect person. You know, some of the thoughts that you have are jacked up.
Yeah,
but you don't speak on it.
Some of them
Everybody
fucked up the gravy. They don't want to, sometimes you got to take that. Yeah, I fucked up the gravy. Yeah, the pork chops was a little too salty today. You got to come on now.
Hey, I ate your cookies, bro. My bad. You feel me?
Come on, man.
Big back.
Yeah. You feel me? I drank the last of the juice. You feel me?
I did.
You see how easy that to tell, motherfucker? You feel me?
I didn't want to leave a little bit in there, so I went on ahead and
you went ahead and finished it. What point? I knew it would make you upset if I put 2 drops back in the picture.
Back in there, I know.
So I just went ahead and finished it because I didn't want you to be mad because there was only 2 drops in there.
And I
you feel me? You feel me?
Yeah. Hey, get that after I drunk
it. Hey, bro. I know I owe you 20, but I only got 40 right now. Let me get you when I get the rest of this money right here. All right, bro. See how that worked?
Yeah, that worked a lot of times.
You ain't that grown that you can't explain why you can't pay a motherfucker their money. I'm just saying for the ones that's old and can't get their money. I'm speaking out loud for you a little bit right there. You feel me? Because certain things people think you can't say when they owe you a motherfucking dollar. You got me fucked up a little bit. Yeah, you ain't in no Popeyes line or getting a vanilla or Black and Mild, nigga, and you owe me $5. No, that's not how it's going.
And let them people get that damn 3-piece, boy.
No,
them people get that 3-piece and that biscuit, man.
So if they owe you money, you see them in there buying
it ain't happening
with a mac and cheese and a biscuit, you gonna be upset.
He taking a thigh and a biscuit.
Hey, the look don't tell it all.
But look.
Flying fuck.
Are you gonna be madder if the chicken is white or if it's dark?
He don't care. He just gonna take a piece of chicken and a biscuit.
Yeah, they gotta come with me, fam.
That's $2.50. That's half of what you owe me. Now you owe me $2.50. The nigga still want to keep. We still want to keep him in debt. We still want to keep him in debt a little bit, nigga. Now you owe me $2.
All that coming with me, player. Yeah, I need that because I don't understand how the fuck you can eat when you owe me $5, nigga. First of all, that could have been my last, it could have been my first.
As long as I owe you, you never gonna go broke though. As long as I owe you, you ain't never broke.
I'm telling you, in a parallel universe, I'm gonna pay you.
Exactly.
One of them
Don't
uniforms.
even let me catch you buying a penny candy. That's
If
what I'm
you had a
talking
dream,
about.
I pay you.
You don't have no time on spending no money without paying me first, nigga. You got me fucked up. You don't get
Not a penny candy.
you don't do them loan companies like that. You got me fucked up, man.
You don't want no sour powers, no nothing.
Say, fam, let me tell you something, bro. You're not getting no flavored Tootsie Roll, 5-cent candy, nothing. Nah, man. Nah, player. Nah, you need to keep that 5 cent and go get that $4.95 so I can get my fucking $5, my nigga. I'm dead fucking serious, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, you know what? You can. That's cool, B. That's cool, B. You never give what you can't afford to lose. That's cool to say. But guess what? Know who you dealing with when you're fucking loaning it from them. Because you got me fucked up. If you got me fucked up before I gave it to you, you got me fucked up when you own it to me. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
So I guess what Brandon is saying is that if you know who you dealing with, don't give him no bread. I guess that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, don't take no loan from me. Yeah, because shit. Because the loan coming over here, we don't say no. We don't say no. We don't say no, man. Why could we need that bread, my nigga? And don't think because it's Chicken Tuesday, your ass finna run to Popeyes and get big boxes of chicken and shit. Shit. You lied. Not for me. Shit.
Oh man. I feel you, man. I definitely feel you on that. I feel what Brandon's saying though. Like, don't loan what you need, or don't give your last to somebody else. But
yeah.
I also feel what you're saying. Like, just because I have it to give doesn't mean that you should take advantage and not give it back.
Not give it back and be comfortable around me like you don't owe it to me. Like you coming at me like I'm the scrub. Like I'm the little man. Fuck that. How the fuck I'm the it's some out there like that. You can say, man, that's what they're out there. Yeah, they is. There really some people like that. That's fucked up like that. Owe you money and come at you like you owe them. Or try to like talk to you crazy and shit. All of a sudden they got attitude and shit. How they coming at you? Hold on, bitch. You wasn't like that when you just nah, fuck that. You was just not like that when you asked me for my motherfucking money. So now you think that I'm hounding you or something. You want to come at me weird. Nah, nigga, I can come around you. Just know, hey, ain't no partying. Yeah, not you. You ain't partying. Hell nah, till I get mine. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, so remind me to never borrow no bread from you.
Yeah,
and then get hungry after fact.
Man, that's different than business. We in business. I know when you get paid, nigga. Shit, a nigga ain't tripping on that. A nigga ain't tripping on that because your loan is good. Because I know financially, I'm talking about motherfuckers. You don't even know what they do in their life, and they just like tend to ask you. And then don't talk to me with the long voice. You have to say, "Can I have?" Real talk. Yeah, you can have it.
But to be fair, bro, if you don't know him like that, if I don't know you like that, I'm not coming up off no bread if I don't know you like that.
Man, you got a cousin that you don't know what he's doing really, but the motherfucker always have a little change.
But
motherfucker always got a little change on him and shit.
But that's also. But I have a cousin like that, and I'm not loaning him no money because I don't. If a loan should be specific, like I give you this, and I expect you to give it back to me on this day. If I can't count on you to be like, all right, I'm gonna give it back to you within a reasonable time frame, I ain't giving you no bread. I ain't giving you no bread. Cousin, family, auntie, brother, sister, it don't matter who it is. If you can't give me a set time frame on when I can get this money back, I'm not giving it to you. Now it's different. Like if I gift it to you, and then you be like, all right, well, I'm gonna get you back eventually. That's different. But if I loan it to you and you can't give me a time frame on when I can expect my bread back, you ain't getting it. Point blank, period.
So y'all need to start saying, can I have? Stop saying, can I borrow?
Yeah.
Just start saying, can I have?
Yeah.
Change the way you asking for certain things. Because certain people take it in their mind, oh, it's a loan. They want their shit back. Like, it was funny to me to act like that, but that was just a scenario of how people act. They got the right to say that because that's their money, bro. If they feel some type of way that you not paying them back on time and you acting this way, all I'm saying is they can act like that. They can do that, all right?
Yeah.
It's not for you to catch no attitude with them on their reaction on what they expect from you to do, which
that's it.
Is
that's it, man. Yeah. That's it. Don't ask me at all. I feel you on that. Well, I mean, I'll say this. You can ask me all day. That don't mean I got to give it to you.
Damn.
You can ask me all day. I mean, at the end of the day, if you give something out and you don't really have it to give, you can't really be, but you should, well, let me say this. You should not be, but so upset. Because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to give you my mortgage money, the money that I used to pay my mortgage, knowing that that's all I got is the money to pay my mortgage. And I don't have any guarantee that I'm going to get that money back. So people have to use a little bit more wisdom when it comes to things like that.
Yeah.
Like, don't give what you don't have or that you don't have to spare.
There you go. That's a good scenario, man.
That's I'm good. Not, you know, if all I got is my light bill money, I'm not going to give you that. And then my lights get cut off and you doing what you got to do. Nah.
You ain't getting none of that.
Right. So people that are givers, they have to use wisdom because unfortunately, takers don't have conscience. They're going to take as long as you're giving it. But that's why when you are a giver, you got to have wisdom when you're a giver, because takers don't have a conscience. They'll take it all day as long as it's being given to them. Point blank, period. That's it.
This is our first 48.
That's how first 48 episodes get made, right?
Nah, for real. Motherfucker sitting there playing in somebody's cookie jar. That was the wrong cookie jar, player.
Yeah, that's it. That's all, man. That's it. That's all.
Grown Man Mondays.
Grown Man Mondays on
each and every Monday.
Podcast.
Yeah. Each and every Monday right here. You know what I'm saying? The street minister. That's what I call y'all. The street ministers. You feel me? Because we got to talk to the streets, man.
Got to, man. The streets need to be encouraged. The streets need to be churched as well, man. You know, it's not only the people that go to church that need to be taught and encouraged, but people in the streets do too. So,
for real. Everybody need a blessing. Everybody need a word. Everybody needs some guidance, self-awareness, patience, joy. You can't miss that too. Like, you know, it's one way to be serious and shit, but find some fucking joy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said aggressively. I'm an aggressive motherfucker. Fuck that. Find some fucking joy, man. Get it in. Get it all in. Shit, all in. All you can. Joy. Smile. Go stand in the mirror and smile at yourself. Shit. Joy. At yourself.
Smile
at yourself,
more.
Though.
Smile more. Yeah, man. That's it. You could shut it down on that.
Ooh. That's that hour. Yeah, that's that good hour. Each and every Monday right here, man. Galvestonpodcast, we out.
We out. And we swing. I don't care what they say about me. 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 Swing, ride.
I don't care what they say about me. I'm a grinder, homes. I'm a shiner, homes. Got my diamonds on. Turn the camera on. In stacks I trust. Tips and school zones. Jolly ranchers in mud until my cup gone. No names told. I gotta stick to the code. I'm putting heat to my verses, but my mouth froze.